Mercedes-AMG has certainly been enjoying a huge increase in fans here in the United States. What I'm standing next to is the latest addition to their performance lineup. Meet the 2017 Mercedes-AMG E63. I'm at the 2016 Los Angeles Auto Show. Let's take a first look. Now with any AMG product, what's going on underneath the hood is probably what you care about most, so we're going to start with that. What you're looking at is the company's most powerful version of the all-new 4-liter bi-turbo V8 they first introduced in the AMG GT and GTS. In this application, it makes 603 horsepower and 627 pound-feet of torque. You can see it's still hand-assembled in Germany by the engineer. He signs it once it leaves the factory. And all that power goes through a 4MATIC all-wheel drive system. Mercedes-AMG is calling it 4MATIC Plus. The Plus is basically saying that this car now has a drift mode. That's right. There's a mode that you can put the all-wheel drive system in that'll send up to 90% of the rear wheels power to the rear wheels, so you can do those smoky burnouts, and it basically joins the Focus RS in adding that next degree of hooliganism to your computer settings. But it all goes through a 9-speed multi-clutch MPT transmission, and it's going to make the E63 S one of the quickest E-Class sedans available. Mercedes says it'll get to 60 in about 3.2 seconds, one of the quickest offerings in the segment. Now you can see, looking at the actual design of the E63 S, very much all the traditional upgrades you expect from an AMG product. These large 20-inch wheels. This particular one has the new Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires. This is an all-new tire that replaced the Cup 2 tires, along with these huge carbon ceramic brakes. They're 265 in the front, 295s in the rear, for those of you who are keeping count. Now you can see, you can distinguish the E63 S from a E43 with the V8 bi-turbo 4MATIC badge, whereas the E43 models will just have bi-turbo AMG as opposed to the actual V8. Now, this particular one that I'm showing you is the Edition 1. It comes with a couple of additional extras on the interior, such as the yellow stitching, the upgraded graphics on the side, and then when you look around the actual rear of the vehicle, you can see here it's complemented by a pretty nice, tasteful rear lip spoiler, and then the signature quad outlet exhaust, which, as you know, with any AMG product, the sound is basically what a lot of people love about AMGs, so the E63 definitely shouldn't disappoint in that regard. Now, just like the interior of the normal E-Class, the E63 takes it to new performance levels. This particular one with the Edition 1 package definitely has an interior that looks more than twice the price, and honestly this is already a pretty expensive car. You can see the yellow stitching, the Recaro seats that really hug you in place, and all this beautiful carbon fiber trim. It makes for a very elegant, expensive, and exquisite looking interior, which has basically been the norm with all the latest Mercedes products that I've shown you guys. A couple of things I'm noticing: you have a flat bottom Alcantara wheel with a really nice 9-3 grip. You have these metal paddle shifters behind the wheel that are mounted to the wheel, and then of course everything in here is really nice. You have stitching everywhere, stitching on the door, on the dash, on the lower part here. The console is super padded. You have the latest version of the Mercedes Command interface with two 12-inch screens here, where the AMG model constantly reminds you have the fast one with the bi-turbo V8 badge, and of course the 330 km/h speedometer, which is a little bit crazy. Well, a couple things I'm also noticing: there's no shifter down here. Mercedes started that trend, or the Mercedes-AMG started that trend with the new C-Class. Mercedes says that customers didn't really complain, so you still have the gear shifter here for the 9-speed auto on the column, which may take some getting used to. Some of you more traditionalist buyers may prefer an actual gear lever here, but honestly it's something that you probably have to get used to. This all-new E63 and E63 S will go on sale later next year with no pricing yet announced, but the old ones started at just under $100,000 for a non-S, like another $20,000 if you wanted the S model. So I imagine it's going to be more expensive than that, which is honestly, of course, not a cheap chunk of money. Look at the competitors like the Lexus GSF or the Cadillac CTS-V. They started around $85,000. So Mercedes knows that they have a product that is really well known, that offers a lot of performance, that has a lot of history in this segment. So of course they're going to be charging a pretty penny, but you will get an interior that definitely feels a step above versus some of its American and Japanese rivals. For Redline reviews at the 2016 Los Angeles Auto Show, I'm Sophian Bay.